Do you feel like sometimes you're just too nice and no one appreciates it? It can often seem like the nice guys in the world always finish last when it comes to romance and dating. Whilst being nice, it's a great quality, it often doesn't score you many points with the ladies. So today's video, I'm going to go through some of the biggest nice guy mistakes that you can make with a girl. So be sure to avoid these mistakes and you will massively increase your chances of success in the dating world. Let's go. Nice guys share their feelings too soon. A major flaw of the stereotypical nice guy is oversharing. A nice guy will typically go into a date with all guns blazing, pouring out their hearts to their crush in the hopes that that will win their affection. But this kind of behaviour usually has the opposite effect on women. If you start outright confessing all your feelings to a woman, you lose that edge of mystery and your relationship dynamic will inevitably lose its spark. So be sure to share your feelings gradually and never fall into the trap of oversharing. Nice guys are boring. Yeah, I really hate to say it, but nice guys are simply just boring to be around. Nice guys ask boring, basic questions. They take girls on boring, predictable dates and then are surprised when a girl isn't interested in them. So let me help you out. To stand out, you have to be different. Don't ask her stereotypical questions on the first date. Ask her questions which really get her thinking. Take her on a date which will stand out in her memory and get her adrenaline going. Beware of falling into that boring nice guy category. Nice guys compliment too much. Yeah, I know, it's nice to let a girl know that she's looking good or when you admire something she's done, but don't overdo it. Compliments can actually lose their value when they are always being said without a second thought. In order for your kind words to actually mean something, they have to be said infrequently and they have to be genuine. And nice guys fall into the trap of thinking that girls just want to be told how beautiful they are all of the time, and let me tell you, they really don't. A girl will most likely hear this a lot, so don't add to the noise. Be strategic with your compliments. They check in a lot. Nice guys have an unfortunate tendency to check in far too much with their crush. This can look like constantly asking her if she's okay or if she's enjoying herself when she's out with you. It could also look like sending her regular texts throughout the day to see how she is or to ask her what she's been up to. Now, this can make girls feel uncomfortable and it can be a major turn-off when they are spending time with you. A girl will let you know if she's not okay, so constantly asking her and checking in with her is kind of suffocating, and this is going to make you come across as weird and needy. But of course, yes, it's good to check in with her to make sure that she's not feeling uncomfortable or not feeling well, but please don't be overbearing. Nice guys apologise too much. That's right, they say sorry way too much. Again, it's so nice to have manners and to be respectful, but this doesn't mean you should be excessively apologising for things that don't actually warrant an apology. You shouldn't be constantly in fear of potentially offending or disagreeing with a woman. It can actually create chemistry when you tease her every now and then. So saying sorry a lot actually makes you look just a teeny bit submissive, nervous, and a little bit weak, which is not an attractive quality. Only say sorry when the situation really does require it. Nice guys seek a girl's approval. They will always be looking for a female's approval and validation, but this is another mistake. Nice guys do absolutely anything to win a girl over, even if that means crossing their own boundaries or losing their self-respect in the process. Now, you've guessed it, you know what I'm going to say. This doesn't attract women and it makes you look, dare I say it, a little bit pathetic. So don't censor your true self in the name of trying to impress a woman. There will be a girl out there who appreciates you exactly the way that you are. They don't speak up when it counts. A nice guy will not speak when it matters. They often fail to let a girl know that they find her sexually attractive. Instead, you'll find them dropping weird hints or avoiding that subject altogether. A girl wants to be the object of your desire and she wants to know that you want her. Sometimes this does mean telling her explicitly. Now, guys are often so afraid of being rejected and they don't breach this topic at all. I get it, but you need to let her know how you are feeling. They are too afraid of losing the girl. A nice guy is often so happy that they're on a date with a crush that they are simultaneously afraid of the possibility of losing her. So this means they may have zero boundaries and let women walk all over them. Whilst this might appeal to a woman in the short term, eventually they will grow tired and lose all respect for any man who behaves in this way. So guys, never ever sacrifice your dignity for a crush. It's not worth it. You'll only end up paying the price for this later down the road. And it is okay and actually necessary to say no sometimes. It is also important that you never lose your true self in the process of dating someone. Remember, there's billions of women in the world. Don't stress yourself out over just one. Nice guys are needy. Without a doubt, they do come across as needy people. Don't act as if your whole world depends on her adoration and approval. This is unattractive. Women don't want to feel that they are with a man-child when they are around you, and this needy kind of behavior is super immature and emasculating. So you need to know your worth. Nice guys don't have boundaries. They lack any real boundaries and they rarely say no, even if in doing so, they make their own lives much harder. If a woman knows that you will be there at her every whim, she sees that she doesn't have to make any effort to get your attention, right? You understand this? So as a result, you're almost certainly becoming her backup guy. She will call you when she doesn't have anyone else to go to or when her main guy has upset her. So of course, you do not want to be landing yourself in this position at all. Nice guys try too hard to impress. Women can tell when you're trying to impress them. Telling her what car you drive or how much you earn is only going to attract superficial women anyway, who want you for your wealth and status rather than your personality. Impressing women won't get you very far. Instead, get them interested and curious to know more about you. Become an enigma, something which is enticing and very exciting. Never try and impress her with things or facts. You want that personality of yours to shine through before anything else. Efforts to impress her with anything else will probably just be a huge turnoff. Nice guys operate transactionally. Nice guys typically do things that they think will please a girl with the hopes that maybe she will in turn do something nice for them. This is not a great way of operating in general, but especially in relationships. Only doing things because you are hoping for someone in return to give them to you makes you seem disingenuous. Women are usually very good at detecting ulterior motives, and you guessed it, it's a pretty big turnoff. Relationships shouldn't feel transactional. You should do something nice for a girl simply because you want to, never because you want something back from her. If you want sex, tell her. Don't buy her lavish things in a bid to woo her. It's never going to work. Nice guys don't invest in themselves. Sadly, nice guys become so obsessed with winning the attention of a female that they forget all about themselves and to invest in it. To really win a woman over for the long term, you have to be the best version of yourself. This means being naturally confident, independent, having good self-esteem, and looking after yourself mentally, spiritually, physically, and of course, emotionally. You can't expect to be a good partner to someone else without taking the time to look after yourself first. That concludes today's video. We hope you found it useful and insightful, and please stay tuned for future videos.